Scranton just spoke. Senator Hillary Clinton is on the stage. Let's listen into what she has to say, and she'll be introducing Joe Biden.
Hands-on-deck moment for America. We've got to work hard, and we've got to work together. This is a fight for the future, and it's a fight we must win. It starts right here in Scranton, where my father was raised and where he's buried. You know, my grandfather worked in the Scranton lace mills all of his life, starting when he was 11 years old until he retired at the age of 65. My family spent summers in a cabin on Lake Winola. We went swimming and fishing and played a lot of pinochle. My grandfather built that cabin nearly 100 years ago, and it's still standing. Because here in Scranton, people are built tough. Here in northeastern Pennsylvania, we don't go down without a fight. And I remember how proud my father and his brothers were that they could build a good life with good jobs, jobs that supported a family, that gave my grandfather, who didn't even finish elementary school, the chance to send 3 sons to college. The people of Scranton and northeastern Pennsylvania are like people I've met across America, the kind of people who get up every single day and work hard. You don't ask for much. You never give up. You soldier on for your families and your communities. And you deserve a president who will get up every day thinking about you. And we are so lucky that by the side of our next president will be a man who really understands, who's been fighting his whole life for what he believes in, the values he was raised with. Joe Biden is a good friend and a great man. Joe's never forgotten where he came from. He's never forgotten how his family had to struggle and his parents even had to move so his dad could find work. He's been a leader on national security, a leader for women, children, and families as the author of the landmark Violence Against Women Act. Joe has been a voice for the hardworking middle class of this country because it's not to him about politics. It's not theoretical or abstract. It's in the gut. I could not ask for a better partner in the Senate, and America could not ask for a better vice president. It really comes down to how much each of us is willing to do in the next 23 days. You know, sure, the polls show Barack and Joe ahead now, and that's good news. But I don't pay much attention to polls. Nobody should be lulled into any false sense of security. You know, Bill was talking about how he and I have been involved in presidential politics since 1968. 10 presidential elections, and Democrats have only won 3 of them. And, of course, Bill won 2 out of the 3, so... So that's why you have to leave here committed and ready to go to work. You have to talk to your friends and neighbors. I know that you've got friends and neighbors who aren't decided yet. I know you've got friends and neighbors and maybe even some family members who aren't decided yet. You might even have a few lean in the wrong direction. So I'm deputizing every one of you to go out and make the case that has to be made. Because Barack and Joe are not asking you to marry them. They're asking you to vote for them and vote for yourselves. If we can pull a big vote out of northeastern Pennsylvania for Barack and Joe, there isn't any way they lose Pennsylvania. And if they win Pennsylvania, there's no way they lose the White House. So let's work the next 23 days and let's elect Barack Obama and the next Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Isn't she great? I got to tell you something before this official part of my speech begins. About 10 months ago, I was talking about Hillary, and Jill looked at, we were at the kitchen table, a Sunday dinner with everybody around. She said, I know, Joe, I know you love her. I do love you.
It's mutual, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to be here.